Hey, and welcome to map 31 of TNT Evilution. This is Pharaoh, and yeah, I've got a bone to pick with this level, a massive bone. But first things first, we have to talk about how good this opening looks. This actually does look like a pyramid, and I love the fact that this level has fairly unique textures on it, so that you can definitely tell that they were shooting for the Egypt aesthetic here, which I appreciate. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of ammo and weapons here at the beginning of the level, so definitely not understocked. But my first gripe with this level will come as we head around this corner here. So in order to progress, you have to hit that switch, which is on the back side of a slab, which is not very well appreciated. So as we make our way into the main chamber here, you can see a bunch of imps here, and we're going to take them out. You'll also notice the arachnotrons who have not awoken to our presence. Now, here's the thing, there's a little trickery going on here that means they can't see us, but here's the thing, if you really don't want to do this level, or you can't access the yellow key, which we'll talk about in a bit, you can actually just hit the switch on top of that chair there, and you can just run to the level exit. So yeah, I'd recommend that, to be honest. Once you've grabbed all that ammo at the start, I'd just recommend bulleting for that. So we've just triggered this spectre trap as we head down here into the catacombs of the pyramid here. And as you can see, there's a few enemies down here that we have to deal with. Nothing too scary, but you know, we still have to make sure that they are dealt with. We will deal with the bony boys there. So there's a Hell Knight here, and we're going to just get rid of you. So when we hit this switch, it's not really made clear what it is that we have to kind of do here. And that's kind of one thing I don't like about this level. Sometimes you'll be hitting switches and it's not really clear like what exactly has happened. You have to go hunting for the thing that's opened, and the first thing you'll notice here is that the arachnotrons have woken up in the middle there, so we're going to take them out. And you have to kind of pay attention because there's now a very special staircase here which we can access, and this leads us to this part. So normally when I do these playthroughs I'm very positive, but because I have personal beef with this section here, let's talk about it. So in this section here is what should be a yellow key puzzle, but it's not here. And why is it not here? Because when they shipped this game, they put a version of this level in that did not have a yellow key. The yellow key should probably be under that crusher there, but it is not. And they did actually put a patch out for this post-release that actually put a yellow key, but it put it right next to it, so the puzzle wasn't necessary. So several things I need to say about that yellow key puzzle. One, the fact that an essential switch is hidden behind like a hidden wall like that, bit mean. Two, how on earth do you ship a level without a key that is essential to completing it? And the reason this bugs me is because when I was a kid, back when this game first came out, I used to play this game because we bought it for the PC, and I'd get to this level, I would get stuck because I'd be like, where's the yellow key? I don't understand. I'd go looking in every nook and cranny, and this was before the internet was readily available, so I didn't have access to cheats, didn't know there was a key missing, and didn't know there was a patch to fix it. So I asked my dad to find it, couldn't find it, and it meant that a lot of playthroughs ended up with me not finishing this level. And honestly, the only way you can either do it is to get the upgrade, put it in yourself in using a map editor, or just do what I did there and no clip. But what's even more egregious is that when you hit that switch, it opens up this teleporter here in the corner. And the thing that annoys me about that is that even at the start of the level, if you turn to the left, it's the most inconspicuous spot. Like you wouldn't even know that there's a puzzle there. You'd even think it was a teleporter that you'd come into the level on. And that's what I hate about this level. because it's trying to be so cryptic, because it's trying to be like, oh, this opens up across the level, go and find it. It's things like the yellow key not being there, it feels like the level's saying go find the yellow key, it's in the level somewhere, and it wasn't there. And that teleport at the start annoys me as well. Oh, anyway, the architecture in this room is pretty nice. You know, killing the mancubuses there was a good shout, and grab that supercharge there. There is an arachnotron here that can sort of whittle away your health if you're not too careful, but luckily we've managed to sort that out. We'll head around here, hit the switch here, and that should open the door over there. We need to go inside of here to open up the next chamber. So, welcome to another sort of cryptic, if slightly less annoying room. And I only say slightly less annoying because there's monsters hidden behind fake walls there that you have to take out. And once you take these guys out, there's a very small arch-vile trap that will be dealing with. So you can see there's an arch-vile that's come into the level, and it's teleporting itself around pretty nicely. There is a second one running around somewhere. We'll probably see it in a second. Oh, there he is. Oh, he actually got us. So, again, you kill the archviles here, you hit these switches, and you're kind of like, okay, what's going on here? And then you see these little puzzles rise up. Now, here's the thing. There are switches on the back side of these pillars here. But because they decided, well, what if we didn't use a switch texture? It just looks like a normal, you know, pillar. And if you don't want to click that, if you don't get the urge to click that, you're going to be stuck. And again, it's just another obtuse design choice that it doesn't make sense. So this is opened up here. We have to hit this switch. Can you see what I'm saying about this level? There's a lot of that back and forth. You have to sort of hit a switch on one side of the level and then run across the level to find something that's opened up, and it's not super noticeable all the time. And normally that wouldn't bother me, but on a level this big, it's kind of obnoxious level design, and I get some people really like that kind of Doom level design, and if you love that kind of level design, I'm sure that this level is right up your street. But for me, it's just all of these things kind of coming together into one ball of ugh to make this level just a big ugh to me. So we head down this corridor here, and you can see there's a switch here. Now, here's the thing. If you hit that switch and you fail to run over there in time, what will end up happening, you'll have to run all the way back around where you just came to get another shot at this. Which, ugh, again, another thing to add on to that pile of small things that accumulate to kind of bring this level down a few pegs, in my opinion. But we'll clear the room here, and then we'll make our way over there, because, you know, we need to go over there to finish the level, basically. So if we hit the switch here and grab the blue armor, what's up here? Not much at all. So if you look there, there's an archvile who's spawned in, and a lost soul. Lovely. You know what? We're going to go down and sort out the archvile here. So let's say you miss the blue key here. Let's say you drop down and you decide, screw it. You know, I've missed it. I'm just going to show you, like, you have to spend like a good minute heading back in that general direction. It's so tedious. It's tedious to the max. And no, you can't just sort of teleport your way back up there or use an elevator. The game doesn't actually sort of take that into consideration. You have to go all the way around, which means going back out the front of the pyramid, going back to the teleporter right in the corner, and then heading all the way back around so that you can have another shot at it. I have to say though, as much as I'm ragging on the actual level design here, I do actually like the aesthetic of this level. I think it perfectly manages to capture that feeling of, you know, you're in a pyramid and you're kind of exploring something ancient, and I do like that a lot. I think that's great. Now, we got the blue key there, so here's the thing. You actually have to come over here and raise the bars here to get through the blue door there. So why did they not just do that with the yellow key on the other side? Why did they have to put a switch deep in the puzzle that brought down the teleporter for the yellow key, but then on the other side there's blue bars which you can just open right next to it, so you know exactly what it does? Do you see what I mean? Inconsistency. And I know some people love this level, but you know, it's just little things like that accumulate. So there's a bit of a wave of enemies here we need to be careful for. I want to get rid of these bony boys because frankly, like, who wants to deal with them? Again, we get another nice little cache of ammo, which is really nice. I'm gonna hit this switch here, so that's gonna bring down the walls over here. Now this is filled with arachnotrons, or little spiders. Not too much trouble because we just got armed up. Gonna grab the red key here, and I do love this joke here, I won't lie. Like, this level does have one good joke in it, and the joke here is that this wall's coming down and it looks like there's going to be an absolute horde of enemies launching themselves at you, but no, it's just this zombie guy. As soon as you shoot though, the cacodemons will kind of wake up and start chasing me, so there are a few of them, but like, the thing with cacodemons is if you keep your distance, they can't really do that much to you, so there's no real threat here as long as you've kind of got all that ammo that you need. Nice big open space here, so I do appreciate that there's a bit of variety on this level. You're kind of trapped in the catacombs, the tight corridors, and then you come out here and it's a massive area. Don't know how this ties into the Egyptian theme, but you know. To progress further in the level, you've actually got to hit two switches to bring down the barrier in front of the teleporter there. So we've already hit one, but there really isn't that many areas to get lost in here. That being said, you know, you do have to hit both switches, so keep your eyes open and make sure that, you know, you've killed all the cacodemons. So once we've done that, we are pretty much on the home straight here. And you'll notice that there is a nice big floating cyberdemon there. So this is quite a nice visual flair. I don't really know how it ties into the pyramid aesthetic, but it's pretty cool to look at. So there is that aspect to it. So this can be pretty easy if you bring a BFG in with you. If you've not brought a BFG in like I haven't here, then your best bet's just to kind of dash in, dash out, and make sure that you get in your hits and then back away as quickly as you can. It is a cool aesthetic, I will give you that. Like, the cyberdemon just kind of shooting through the pyramid to get you. Don't know why those two arachnotrons there haven't activated. To be honest, like I said, I haven't played this level in depth in so long. Like, I don't. Also, like, what's going on with that texture on the bottom there? It's basically half a door texture, which, you know what, whatever. This level does what it wants. Yes, I'm not sure what I've done / not done to make that happen. But I think we can just head for the level exit here. I'm sure someone in the comments is going to tell me that I missed some trigger or something. So just gotta be a bit careful here. Don't want to die as we're making our way through the pyramid back end here. So this room is going to fill with a ton of shotgunners. So we just need to be very careful here to make sure that we don't accidentally, you know, get caught out by them. We've got the Megasphere though, so we've got 200% armor and 200% health, so there's no imminent danger, but obviously those hits accumulate, so we'll let them come to us. I'll use the rocket launcher here because hopefully it'll take down a few at a time. I think that's all of them. So you can go back into the rest of the level using that switch, and you can see that platform with the Cyber Demon has gone. I don't know what I've done to not activate those Arachnotrons, but I guess like that goes to show you that this level doesn't operate as it should do all the time, you know. And don't think for a second like this is me saying this is an awful level. I just dislike a lot of the design choices made. It really breaks up the flow of the level, and this level looks so good. I mean, just look at like how good this end part is here. There's no need for it to be this detailed, and it looks great for a base Doom game in 1996 when this game came out. There's also deep water effect here, which we saw in Human Barbecue level 2, but we don't want to go into the normal exit. We actually want to sneak out and come this way. This way actually takes us to a secret room here, and if we hit the bottom there's a secret exit. So what have I got to say about Pharaoh? I'm not a fan of this one. I love the looks of it, I love the aesthetic, I like some of the battles as well, like the Cyber Demon battle, but there's just too many weird choices, bad choices in this one. And I know this was made by Dario Casali, who would go on to make the Plutonia levels, and he's very highly regarded, but this one for me doesn't hit the spot. A lot of bad memories of this one, so personally speaking, not a fan of it. But if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I love to hear other viewpoints, and thank you very much for watching.